Mr. Producer, you make the best shows. Mr. Producer, you got all them women. Mr. Producer. All right. I don't have an intro yet. Let's pretend that was my intro. So, welcome to Last Week in the Real World, episode 1. I'll be live streaming every single week, Friday, 8 p.m. Any changes, you'll see on the Rumble channel. But yes, the whole point of this is to recap all the wins within the real world in the past week, and any questions anyone may have, feel free to message in the chat. So let's see. Who do we have with us? 54 current viewers. Is it working? You're live. Message in chat if you see this. Let me refresh Rumble. Okay, good. I see myself on Rumble. Perfect. So until everyone joins, bring in your questions. I'll give you a quick story of how I got absolutely fucked up physically. Like the most exhausted I've been probably ever in my life from a personal trainer completely pushing me to my absolute limit. So this was back on Tuesday. I wake up 9 a.m., get ready, shower, everything else. I don't eat breakfast usually. And yeah, I headed over to a training gym. First time training with that person. He's someone I met through doing interviews. Not directly, but someone else. I don't want to give too much away because it'll be personal. But yeah, met someone because I was doing interviews. And yeah, he's a personal trainer with very interesting insights into life. So we had an hour conversation, probably hour and a half. We were both busy. We both had things to do. But when we got into it, we just kept going and going, and it just expanded into a wealth of knowledge. So it was hard to stop. But after that, I realized on the back of his shirt, he had a certain gym name. So I asked him if he trains there. He's like, yep, I'm a PT. So he offered to train me, and we scheduled it for next day. Okay, so I arrived there. I'm 10 minutes early. He's like, okay, let's go. We go up to the treadmill. First, it was just a 10-minute run as warm-up. And then he tells me, okay, now you're going to do 30 seconds of sprints into 10 squat jumps into 10 push-ups and no breaks. You're going to repeat that cycle 10 times. So again, 30-second sprint, 10 jump squats, 10 push-ups, 30-second sprint, 10 jump squats, and so on and so on. He puts the treadmill, I think, on 17.5 kilometers an hour. And yeah, I sprint first 30 seconds, do my jump squats, do my push-ups. First one's fine. Second one, kind of start feeling it. Third one is like, oh, fuck, am I really going to have to do 10 of these? Fourth one, I remember I'm kind of putting my legs on the treadmill just to, because anyone who hasn't done this before, when it's running fast, you have to hold on to the handles and kind of put your feet on to catch up, and then you can let go. So yeah, I was doing that, and I was like, can my feet really hold on? As in, yeah, will my feet really keep up? And then I just let go. Okay, I'm fine. And then fifth one, that one was really tough to do. After having finished the fourth one's squats and push-ups, I look at the treadmill and I'm like, fuck, I really have to get on that again. And what I realized is I was really overthinking things. So I'd like to think I have pretty good control over my mind. But that moment there really showed me I'm still, when things get rough, my mind can still take over. Because as you probably heard on the internet so many times, your mind gives up before your body. So if you can control your mind, you can push yourself to limits that you can't even imagine yourself reaching. And yeah, after that fifth set, that was when my mind was pretty much completely done. And he said, okay, you get 1 minute break. So I crawled over to get the water because I could barely walk. And after that 1 minute, he was basically telling me, get back on the treadmill. So, okay, I thought, whatever. I'll just try not to say anything in terms of mind and just do it. So I put legs on treadmill. They're like, okay, they caught up. I let go, and somehow I managed another 30 seconds. So my mind would have thought there's no way I would have done it, but I ended up doing it. Then done some sloppy 10 jump squats, then another kind of sloppy 10 push-ups. And then again, I need to get on for the seventh time for 30 seconds sprint. And at that point, it's pure willpower because my mind has given up. I'm just listening to him, following his instructions. I get on, I do the seventh one. And after I think I get off the treadmill, that's it. I can't even do the squats anymore. I just collapse. I was completely, when I was standing, completely dizzy, can barely see colors properly. Um, and yeah, couldn't stand. So yeah, I collapsed. And then he's like, okay, what are you feeling? I told him. He's like, I think your blood sugar has dropped. So needed to, he helped me down the stairs. Like I could, unassisted, I probably would have just fell down the stairs. So yeah, he helped me down, got me some food. But as soon as I tried to put something in, I wanted it to come out. So maybe someone's eating. I won't go into detail. But yeah, it was super, super rough. I think it took about an hour to recover. But then because I ain't no bitch, I went and done the other 3 sets after that hour recovery. I mean, maybe given up. Anyway, rambling. Okay. So I finished off the other 3. Not ideal, but it is what it is. But it was it was a valuable lesson. I learned about mindset. I also learned that I should really be training more because ideally I would be able to make it through those 10. But yeah, anyway, blood sugar dropped. Probably have breakfast before as well. That would probably help. And that was just random story while people joined. So what do we have? Comments. Are you from Lithuania? Yes. Hello, Ronnie. I am indeed from Lithuania. I moved to UK when I was 5, and I lived there since. I've recently moved to Spain. But yeah. And hello, Masculine Peak. Hello, Mayamiko Mapasu. If anyone has questions, post them. I'll read them. What else do we have? Exhibit. Hello. Remind me. I know I've done an interview with you. I forgot what your real world username correlates to. What name? Is it no? Jimmy was Strat. Remind me who you are. Exhibit. Best TLW channel to learn about our wonderful university. Wait, you are Drat. Oh, okay, awesome. Okay, hello. Good to see you. Thank you for coming on. Resist the slave mind. Is that me too to be in Lithuanian? If so, hello. Good to see. I've interviewed 2 Lithuanian people. There was Antanas and Jonathan. So yeah, it's good to see other fellow Lithuanians succeeding. Lucky the Ginga or Ginger. I filled 3 pages of notes from Content Creation Campus in 2 days. What does that relate to? And Balanga. Okay, resist the same mind. What's your name? It will be easier to refer to you as by real name. Hello, Numbi. Are you? I don't think I've interviewed you. How are you? Oh wait, did my camera freeze? Let me check. Test. Am I still good? Okay. For some reason, your cam is frozen. Let me check. Okay, am I back? No. Interesting. Stop virtual start. Let me debug. For some reason, OBS has crashed. I'll just restart OBS. Give me 1 moment. Actually, no, I can't because I think it might shut down stream. Okay, worst case, just give me 1 moment. I'm restarting OBS. Can you still hear me through audio? Should be able to, I think, right? Okay. It seems my computer just has completely frozen. No. I'm gonna have to probably restart. Okay. Let's see. That was tragic. Am I still live? Yes. Okay. Who's still here? Apologies. My laptop just completely crashed. Everything froze. Forced shut down. Restarted. Had to boot everything back up. Everyone is still here. Thank you for sticking around. Okay. So what do we have? Lucas. Okay. Resist the slave mind. I remember Lucas. Now, saw nice story about workout. Pride feeling is awesome. Yeah. Anyone who has questions, let me know. Anyone who has experiences they want to share, feel free to say. I'm reading through Rumble chat. Okay, sounds about right. Name is Dylan, but it's all CC Essentials at this point. Numbi will be successful in a couple months. Okay, Numbi, fill out when you're done, as in when you are successful, when you've made money that you can relate to the real world. Fill out the application in Content Creation Campus, and I will reach out to you for an interview. I will need proof though, so I need. This is for anyone who doesn't know. So, anyone who's made at least $1,000 that they can relate to the real world, check in the Content Creation Campus. There's a type form you can fill out on the interview circuit, and it will ask if you have proof. So I'll need screenshots of proof. I'll ask some information as well, just to vet to make sure everything's legit. And then we'll get you on for an interview. So anyone interested, check that. What else do we have? Yes, all good now. Okay, good. Are you active in campus applying those skills? So currently, there's something happening behind the scenes which I cannot reveal, but I am active in a certain campus, yes, which you'll find out in a few weeks. Tag me if you have any issues in the CC plus AI campus. Hey, Seth. Okay. So now I know. SAW32 is Seth. Good to see you, Seth. Thank you for coming on. Thank you for supporting. Okay, now let's get into the actual rundown. Let me see if I can share my screen. Let me see if everything's restored. Okay, so present, share screen, window, all videos, share. Okay, so let me know if you see the screen now. I'll check chat. Okay, so I'm checking chat. Does everyone see the screen? Confirmed? Yes. Okay, perfect. So I'll run off of this. So I know this is last week in the real world, but since this is our first episode, how about we do from the 200th milestone? So what I remember from Federico, his title is Earning 30,000 a Month and Working with the Shaolin Temple. This was our second interview. First one was back in, I think between 10 and 20 was when I done interview with him. So one of the very first interviews I done almost 6 months ago. I think at this point it was over 6 months ago. So yeah, done a re-interview with him. Just the backstory. He joined the copywriting campus without any experience as a copywriter, completely new. He worked his way up to becoming an apprentice. And on his journey, he met up with other copywriting Gs who were on the same path as him. They made a group, I think it was 12 of them. And they decided to start doing weekly calls and just throughout the week critiquing each other's copy, bettering each other, basically building up each other, and competition as well. Because everyone, as you're told, masculine competition is huge for supercharging growth. So that's what they built, their own small community. They were doing weekly calls. They grew very close together, and 5 of them decided to move into a mansion in Thailand. That was about 5 months ago now, I believe, 4 to 5 months ago, 4 to 5. Since then, they've made their own company, and they landed the Shaolin Temple as a client, the official Shaolin Temple in China. And I think it was 1 or 2 months ago now, they flew over to China, to the temple, to spend a month with the monks and helping their marketing team as well as training with them. So he explains his experience there. Shares some stories, was very unique and interesting to listen to. And in terms of earnings, he said 20,000 to 40,000 a month. And just a year ago, maybe just over a year ago, before he joined the real world, he was in Italy, I think, just finishing his studies, unsure of what he was going to do. So he has come super far. It's very inspiring to listen to stories like that. Let's see quickly what chat is saying. Yeah, that is indeed insane, Seth. Oh, hi, Seth, new canvas. Okay, so now back to Tyler. Tyler, what I remember about him is he was struggling a lot as during childhood, had a lot of issues. And for a while, that was holding him back. It was a fear of success is what he called it. And he kept trying to start new businesses. And just before they reached the point of succeeding, he'd not go through with it. He'd just stop and start something else. So it's very interesting, the psychology there of just how much childhood trauma can affect us. But he's someone who actually has overcome it and now has started his own beard care company, earning, I think when we called, he said 1,905 days with a brand new company. So I look forward to hearing how that scales for him in a few months and how that goes, because it definitely does seem like he's progressed through everything and is a much better person now. Then we had Johnson, crypto success. I believe he's a crypto captain. He said a story about he missed a lot of things throughout his years. There was an early crypto investor, some crypto coins, some other stuff, and shorting a company he missed because couldn't register on the stock exchange. So yeah, it was a lot of near misses for him. And now he's learned trading, crypto trading for the real world. He's developed his own platform, and now he's making money that way. Then we have Aaron. Aaron, we done the interview with him in his job, but just because of the time zone difference, that was the only way we could schedule it. So he was actually in his job when we done the interview. For him, it was on the side. He's doing ecom. He had no prior experience, and in 1 month, he made $2,000 again without having any prior experience. And this is on the side while working a full-time job. So yeah, that's good to hear as well. It just shows that you don't need to spend your whole day working on something on a skill in the real world. You can do it on the side, build it up, and then once that's scaled enough, then you can quit your job and pursue it fully. And let's see comments again. What do you have? I'm in Thailand also. Nice idea. What is possible? So Lucas, you went from Lithuania to Thailand. And what's your story there? Is there something we can do an interview for? I'd be down for that. Okay, so now continuing. Nadim. Okay, so after my first interview with Nadim, he done, I think it was 2 videos for me for free. Just free value. See if I'd want to work with him. And I actually liked his videos. And ever since then, he's been my video editor. So all the Rumble videos you see, he edits all the short form clips on Twitter. He's the editor for those. So yeah, we done a catch up. He's, I remember, earned 20,000 from video editing since joining the real world. I can't remember exact time span of that. I think 5 to 6 months maybe. So also a very nice achievement. I know he's looking after his father, so he has to be around him and just wants to make money to help his family and build freedom. And he's been a very good worker. Very happy with him. He's been doing a great job. So, and I know he's worked with other big names as well. I don't know if he wants to reveal publicly, but yeah, he's shown me his work with other people, and I recommend him to anyone looking for a video editor. I recommend him, to anyone looking. Okay, then we have Stefan. Stefan was a funny interview. We vibed quite well. He was making jokes. He has the same sense of humor as the guys in Thailand. I think he spent a bit of time with them. I think he works with them as well because he also done video editing for the Shaolin monks. So he doesn't live with them. I think he lives around them. And that was a cool interview. I think, Stefan, if you're watching this, sorry, I think you said you're from Denmark. Apologies if I'm incorrect. But I think he moved from Denmark to Thailand at the age of 17. I think it has something to do with he just had zero thought of going to university. He didn't want to go down that path. And he was like, what would make an exciting story? I know, let's go to Thailand. And yeah, went to Thailand. Now he's working with the other 5 copywriter guys. It's also would recommend that interview. It was a really cool vibe, cool person to speak to. Then we have Luca, who I also re-interviewed. He's in Brazil, and he made $8,000 since joining the real world. Time span on that was also maybe 5 months or so. But if you imagine in Brazil, where I don't know what the average wage is there, but 8,000 is definitely a substantial amount of money to have a big impact on your lifestyle. So he talks about that, gives update as well. He's gone on to AI work before. I think during our previous interview, he was copywriting, but now he's video editing, AI work. And yeah, let's check chat again. Well, thank you, DJ Oroni, for the $3 tip. Get yourself a coffee or something. Okay, I don't drink coffee, but I'll get myself a few bottles of water. Thank you, Ronnie. What else do we have? Everyone talking among themselves? Good. So I'll continue. Emerson. Business mastery success. He had gone through business school in university, and he says what he learned in business mastery campus just blows away everything he learned in university. Just, you do not need to go study business in university. it basically, the business mastery course has everything you need. I believe that was his perspective there. And he's on top of working his job, he's earned an extra 1,200 a month on the side. And that's as far as I remember for that. Then Dragan, I know he works with truckers. So he's not a trucker himself, something to do with operating, scheduling, shipments, I think along those lines. And the trucking operator, maybe that's the right way to say it. And he made 2,000 in 1 week through stock trading after joining the stocks campus. And I think he made that consistently over several weeks. And after seeing his success, even his wife joined. So that was quite a funny dynamic. I believe he said, my wife should be sitting here in this interview as well. That was that. Then we have Warren, who was looking online for anything he could find to help his construction business. Scoured the internet, looked everywhere, couldn't find anything until he came across the real world. He joined, he went through the business mastery campus, and it allowed him to make an extra 10,000 a month from his construction company. And it was quite interesting as well. He talks about his life story. He's one of the older guys, so more experienced there. I don't remember other stuff, so we'll move on to the final one, being Ryan, who I interviewed yesterday. And Ryan, man, interesting story. 7.5 years ago, he had an accident as a firefighter, which left permanent damage in his frontal lobe, and it impaired cognitive function. So he struggled driving, struggled speaking, struggled following a cookbook recipe. And he talks about how that changed his life, how he spiraled. He went on a downward spiral. I think at one point ended up homeless. People around him abandoned him. He found out who his true friends were. Like, a lot of people actually left him. And there were a lot of lessons there learned that he discusses. I don't think he revealed his earnings. There were some reasons for that. I'll ask him he'll reveal it in the next interview. But yeah, he was making money from content creation. That was confirmed. I saw the screenshots. It's just he had some reasons why he couldn't reveal publicly. And now, he's working on content creation. He's in terms of speaking, I couldn't tell that he had any kind of difficulties in the past. So I'd say he's come very far in that sense. And it's just, again, another unique perspective from an older guy. He's 49, doesn't look it, but 49, coming up to 50 soon. So that was an interesting interview as well. And that's for a recap. Does anyone have any questions? Just not tap water. Yeah. I mean, tap water tastes metallic. Anywhere I go now, whenever I drink tap water, I don't know, it's weird. 5 liters. That would be tough to drink, huh? This is 1.5. Imagine holding a 5-liter jug trying to chug it. And sparkling, I drink sparkling water, but it doesn't hydrate me. I don't know if anyone else has that problem. But if I don't have still water throughout the day, if I only drink sparkling, then I start having a bit of a headache because I just don't feel hydrated from drinking sparkling. But I do enjoy it from time to time. Okay, who's this? H-Ray. This is hard to say. H-Ray-11. You say, good to see you. Have I interviewed you? What's your name? Let me know. DJ Roni, do you work on your personal business model in the real world yourself or what? Need more methods. Okay, so in terms of personal business model, because of the interviews I've been doing, it has exposed me to some very interesting people who I ended up working with. And now I'm doing work with them. I can't disclose what I'm doing, but because of these interviews, I ended up expanding my network and I'm doing things relating to that. And as I said, there's a new project within the real world I'm working on, which will be announced in a few weeks. I don't think I can quite announce it yet. So personal business model, not building something of my own exactly, but just networking with people. Okay, here's a tangent. how I see it. I'm 23 years old, and I don't value money in terms of, I value relationships more than money. So I want to spend my 20s networking with high value individuals, providing them value, giving them my time in exchange for their guidance in order to be around them and just learn from them. I think that's the best approach for me because since I came up from a poor background, I was surrounded by that mindset that people have at that level. I don't know how else to say it, but yeah, I hope that's making sense. So now being able to surround myself with higher level thinkers and absorbing how they speak, their mannerisms, everything is completely transforming me as a person. Just look at my interviews from 6 months ago, how different I was back then compared to now. And that was just 6 months of difference. And I've been working on myself for the past 5, 6 years. And I'm just completely unrecognizable as a person from back then. So yeah, that is why I value relationships more right now, because there's a lot I need to learn, which money I won't be able to buy with money. No amount of money, I don't think, will be able to provide that for me. So money can come later. For now, I have enough to pay for rent, to pay for food. That's all I care about. So yeah, I was into. Okay, Harry. Hello, Harry. Good to see you. How you been? 185. That would have been a month and a half ago, maybe 2 months now. Message me once it's been 3 months. I want to do a follow up with you, see how you've been as well. Okay, so how long are you inside the real world? Around a year at this point. I was doing copywriting for a while, then I done video editing, social media marketing. I done video editing for other people as well. And then, started doing these interviews after that and focused more on them. And now on 210 interviews. So, yeah. What else do we have? G-Plan sounds like a great interview. Is that so, Seth? Maybe in next AMA, who knows, with Pope or with you? Could do it. I'd definitely be down. And a good mindset, money is just paper that 90% worships. Again, money is important. I'd say relationships, then money, because you can do a lot with money, but there's also things that money can't buy. So in order to, again, this is, I guess, me repeating things that you hear from other people, but money does bring freedom for sure. That's why I was able to move to Spain, because I'm making more of an income now. I'm able to get out of the stab capital of the world from London and be over here in Spain. So there's definitely advantages to it. There's just some things more important at the moment. And I think I say at the moment, but I'm pretty sure we'll continue that way. Just relationships with people mean the most to me. What about jointhereal.com this week? Not sure what that link is. Oh, Def loading up some questions to throw at you on the next AMA. Okay, I look forward to that, Seth. Yeah, that's true. What I meant, what giving value. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, Lucas. Let's see, what else do we have? Comments isn't here. So in terms of Rumble, if anyone has any more questions, feel free to ask. Now we're just on the AMA section. Can wrap up soon. What you can ask anything, what you want to see from me. Let me switch back actually. Stop presenting. Okay, didn't realize I was still on that. So whatever you want to see in the interviews, let me know. Any feedback anyone has, also let me know. I'm open. Any questions you have for how to qualify, if you weren't here when I said it before, then yeah, I'll answer anything you want. That's was the biggest wins of the week. So yeah, there is a site that's I don't know the exact links to it though, but every week is being updated. I'm just not too sure how to access it. It's also called Last Week in the Real World, and you have people's screenshots of people making money. Then some clips from other people I've interviewed and a bit of bio on them, and a win of the week. So if you have a big win, submit them in the wins channels in your campus. And who knows, maybe you'll get featured on win of the week. That was the link, and now it doesn't work. There might be a new link. I'll see if I can find it. Hello, fellow Lithuanian. It seems Lithuanians are coming out. I didn't know there were that many in the real world. That's great to see. So what do we have? Aliva. Is that actual name, or do you go by a different name? Hello, fellow Lithuanian here, 18 years old. Sorry if it's too direct and personal, but have you went to university college? Have you done mandatory military service? Okay. First, I'll answer the military service question. So I do have Lithuanian residency, and yes, I got called up for mandatory military service, but I was studying at the time, so I did go for university, but I didn't finish it. I dropped out with 6 months left. I'll get onto it in a bit. But yeah, I done 3.5 years of university, and I was able to postpone military service because of that. And then during my final 6 months of university, I found the real world, and I'm like, okay, I want to burn my bridges. I'm just going to drop out and fully pursue the real world. So that was my plan there. I dropped out. But then because of that, next year, I got called up to military service again. So I had to fly over to Lithuania and do some stuff to not go to service. So basically, I unregistered address, and now I'm technically no longer living there. I hope that's fine to put on the internet. Pretty sure that's fine. If authorities come for me, I'll just run away. It's fine. Okay. Should be stocks campus related. Evaras. Hello, Evaras. Okay. Losing only makes you stronger. Yeah, losing any failures. I don't even like calling them failures because they're all learning experiences. It's just about restructuring it and reframing it to a positive and a learning experience. So there's no turning back or staying down, only way up when your back is against the wall. And yeah, I mean, Drat is a very good person to talk about this because he went very hard with his stocks trading. He's, yeah, I mean, there were several points where he just went all in, right? And because of that, you were rewarded. And at times you lost as well, but you recover from those. Losses are only losses. Losses are only lessons to drive your success higher. Exactly, Seth. And hello, Elia Matt Garcia. Did I say that right? I broke even 12. Yes, Strat. Good. Congratulations. That was quite a sum to bounce back from as well. So 12 days ago, congratulations. Yeah, great to hear. And hopefully upwards from here. Maybe don't use hopefully. Maybe we use different language, as I told you as well. Only upwards from here. There you go. Eli, what's up? Or Ellie, Eli, I'm not sure. Apologies. Okay, so I see in a different chat. Who's watching? Okay, so I'm only watching Rumble chat, and I think on StreamYard, it's probably linking some other chats as well. So I don't know if this is Twitch or YouTube. Masculine Pack, Consecration helped me with speaking. I'm asking because I want to improve my cam skills. So I haven't fully gone through the content creation myself, which is a detriment to myself because what Pope teaches has helped countless students. I've gone through maybe half of it. So what I have learned so far, definitely beneficial, definitely would recommend it, but just for myself, I can't say I don't have time because you can make time for anything in your life. It's just a matter of time management. So I need to manage my time better so I can finish his content creation, influential speaking lessons, and just content creation lessons in general. DJ Ronnie, what do you think? What's the best advice for me if I want to become a copywriter? But it's kind of awkward for me to do sales calls because my English isn't ideal. I'm not a fast speaker. So countless stories that I've interviewed, English wasn't their native language, and they were copywriters. And they were able to land clients. They were able to scale. It wasn't a detriment to them. Maybe you'll need to put in a bit more work than a native speaker. That's expected, but it's still completely possible. Where are you from and how old are you as well? Not that that even matters because we have Alex who's 15, Maybe he's turned 16 now. I know during our interview, at 15 years old, he made 40,000 as a copywriter, and he's from Poland. So English isn't even his first language. So if you want some perspective, watch his interview, second interview we've done with him. Just type in Discover TRW, Alex 2, and that should come up. I would recommend that. I'm from Vilnius and I'm 17. Okay. So yeah. How many Lithuanians is that? So we have Lucas. Lucas, Liva, Avaras. Okay, 3 so far, I believe. Nice. Yeah, I'm looking forward to contact Alex. Yeah, you can even get in touch with him for the real world. My native language is Polish. There you go. Perfect. So basically very similar situations, and you can see what he's achieved, and you can follow his footsteps. Choking on live stream. Choking on water in a live stream is very not ideal. I wouldn't recommend. Breathe air. Exactly, Nambi. Just breathe air. Easy. I took Tate's advice and look at me now. I've recovered. No one else would teach you the same life-changing information for that cheap. Voice of Udon. Again, 210 interviews. Everyone's life in those interviews has been changed because of the real world for $50 a month. Endless content, endless testimonials. And you know what's funny? When people say they're all paid actors, can you imagine the amount of resources you need to spend, the NDAs that would probably need to be signed, and then people contacting them on Instagram or Twitter, whatever contacts they provide, and then they need to play their role there as well. That anyway, it's just so bizarre when people say that all those testimonials, and I'm not the only one doing them. You have Pavlo, you have Sartorial as well. So Pavlo, Jay Waller Wins. Anyone who doesn't know, you can check their channel. They're doing testimonials. If Sartorial himself has been doing testimonials as well. So hundreds of interviews, all testimonials of people who have changed their life for $50 a month. Crazy. What was I studying? Artificial intelligence and robotics. So it's quite funny what I'm doing now because completely unrelated. Growing up, I was more into maths. I was more of a maths kid. Not that good with languages. I didn't like how, is it abstract? Maybe that's the right word. Just how you can give an answer in English and it's up to the person's interpretation of it on whether it was a good answer or not. So yeah, I like concrete. In maths, if you can either get the answer right or wrong, and there's no in between. Whereas in English, it's up to interpretation. So I just didn't like that going through school. So I was more of a math person, computer science, maths. That's what I was excelled at. So I remember year 10, I wanted to do computer science. And then I done a project in year 13. I went to sixth form. So here you have year 12 and 13 in the UK, that is. During year 13, done an AI project. And after that, I was like, AI, this is definitely going somewhere. So this would have been 5 to 6 years ago. So what is happening now, I kind of saw happening 5-6 years ago. That's why I wanted to study it. And that's why I went into for university. But the plan always was, I only wanted to do it for a few years as a job until I found something of my own to do. I didn't want to follow the 9 to 5. I still wanted something of my own. So yeah, hope that answers your question. And now I'm interviewing people, networking with people, building relationships with amazing individuals. And I couldn't see my life heading in a better trajectory had I chosen anything else. All right, just breathe out. Talk, Rockers. Yes, exactly. What do you think I've been doing? You heard the man, a 15-year-old, put in $50 and he made 41,000. What are you doing not joining? Right, exactly. Oh yeah, that's right. I saw incoming. Yo, hello, Sinclair. Nice to see you. Welcome to the chat. Fire AMA, Thank you, Blockchain Maniac 3469. Okay. Thank you. Anyone, again, any questions you have, submit them. I'll get through them. I'm going through all the chats now. I'm currently, if you want to get direct responses, I check Rumble first, and then I try go through the other ones after. So yeah, anyone who's not on Rumble, come over on Rumble and ask me there. Anyways, what's the secret of Alex's copywriting? I mean, what did he do to make around 40K? Did some of his clients pay him a minimum of 10K? I don't believe so. He just put in the work. Remember, he's 15 years old, so he was going to high school. So all of the copywriting he was doing was when he came back from high school. So it's not like he was spending his whole day on it either. And it's just hard work. Sacrificing sleep at times. Just as soon as he got back from school, hop on his computer, do copywriting, and it's just consistency. Because I remember when I was doing copywriting for a few months, that's all it really is. You just need to, at least at the bare minimum, review one piece of copy a day, write one piece of copy a day, and read. I can't remember exactly what it was, but yeah, just make sure you're learning the copywriting language until it's ingrained in your subconscious. And then that's when you start seeing success with it. And it just takes time, as with everything. It's consistency, doing that and putting in the work. Now, yeah, let me know if you want more on that. We got a load of new people. Good to see you. Love Sensei. Hello. The Pope sent me here. Is Pope doing an AMA right now? I hope I'm not intruding over his AMA. I believe it was meant to be with Andrew Bass, but I had this scheduled from a while ago, and I didn't realize that was scheduled. So yeah, I hope that's not overlapping. DJ Ronnie, anyways, answered right. Love Puvendron Pillay. Puvendron, I don't know. Apologies if I'm saying that wrong. The Pope sent me Hola Empress Fire. Hello. Hola, indeed. Rafu 7727. Hello. Zach 2033. Hey geez. Sai Majeri. Again, apologies, mispronunciation. Evening, great to see you. How do you determine what you want to interview from the real world? Right. So I guess you weren't here for the previous explanation. No problem. What I look for is a minimum of $1,000 earned that you can relate to the real world. I need proof of it in terms of screenshots. I can't take cash. I can't accept cash pictures because, yeah, that's not proof. So messages with client, proof of money transferred, and any other proof you can provide. I need that. And yeah, I ask you a few other questions just to make sure everything's legit. Then we set up the interview, get it done, and I get it uploaded. And then I do interviews with you every 3 months to hold you accountable and track your progress. If that's something you're interested in, check in the Content Creation Campus under the Learning Center. There's an interview circuit, so you can submit the details there, and then I'll reach out to you. Where's the Pope Gang? Let's show them the love. 2 of Raucous. Awesome. Top G commandments. I appreciate that. And this is the Pope. Oh, hello, Pope. So, okay, what's been going on with... Thank you for the donation. How did the AMA go? Did you end up doing that, or is that later? And good to see you, Pope. Man, the work you've been putting in the content creation and AI campus, insane, man. Huge respect to you. I mean, it's, as you say, it's almost like you're a machine. I don't know how a human can do as much as you're doing. So really appreciate everything. Thank you for helping me as well, and for everyone else. Okay, Pope Gang. Hello, Pope Gang. It's Sessions. Hello, Crep. Hello, Seth, Pope Gang. Lucas, is it possible to start doing these interviews like you were doing with successful students? I don't know. That's something potentially to discuss. I'm not sure what the process for that would be, but maybe that's potential for that. The Night 77 sent by Pope. Thank you, Pope. Hello, The Night. Launch PopeCoin. Launch PopeCoin. Okay, so PopeCoin is already launched. Sign up in the link below. Definitely not a scam. 100% guarantee it. Yeah, just check the link. Trust me, bro. Okay, there is no link. Just to clarify, PopeCon does not exist, and it won't exist. Now, Puvendran Pillay, what do you say when your podcast guest asks for the microphone? What do you mean by that? Podcast guest asks for the microphone. In terms of what microphone you need, I mean, you can do on your phone, not like you need any external microphone. It's nice to have a microphone. It produces better recording quality, but again, you can do the interview on your phone. Jack, hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard. Exactly. Quote you hear everywhere, and very true. Puvendran Pillay, sure, here you go. Sure. Yeah, there you go. Sure. Crepe, what do you do? Are you doing to make you money? I cannot reveal. But what I can say is it's opportunities I got through interviews I've been doing for this. It's exposed me to some very cool people who I ended up, keeping in touch and getting opportunities from after that. That's as much as I can say, but I can't reveal more. Jack, you finished it. What did you do? Okay, hello there. Hello, the Romanian guy. Pope just finished. Sent us here. Okay, got it. So 50 minutes. How did that go? How's Pope's AMA? I'll need to check back on the recording. Should have been fire. He sent us here. He did. Discipline, consistency is key. I have a saying that the secret key to success is doing what you must, even when you don't feel like doing it. Exactly. And it's something you hear so often in the real world. You're giving the blueprint, and it's just the discipline and consistency in order to make it work. So the words of Kevin are correct. Empress Fire, he cut the AMA short and told us to come here. Wow. Thank you, Pope. I appreciate it. The Knight 77, he finished it and sent us here. Greetings, gentlemen. Hello, Al Hashidi. Gangi, Eli Gangi. Okay. As of much, I remember Alex has his own personal program which helps others, right? I'm not sure about that. Something to speak to Alex about. I believe he gave his Instagram in the interview we done. So if you want to contact him, check that. So where do I find his program? How do I contact him? So there you go. Check the link in the Rumble description of our interview. Empress Fire, I want to know how you stay calm without trying to be over energetic or interesting. I want to know how you stay calm without trying to. Not sure what you mean. Clarify, and I'll get back to you. Just give me a bit more information on what you are asking there. Jürgen, coming from Pope AMA. Hello, everyone. Hello, Jürgen. Thanks for answering. Where do you upload the interview? It'd be amazing to watch some. So Sai, they're all on Rumble. I don't know where you're watching this from. I'm live on Twitch, YouTube, and Rumble. But just go on Rumble, type in Discover TRW, and you'll see 210 interviews. Just a huge, never-ending list that you can scroll through. There you go. Pope, the Pope is in the house. Let's fucking go. Pope gang, share with everybody. Thank you for the $10 donation, Pope. Appreciate it. Empress Fire, I want to know how you stay calm without trying to. Okay, so that again, just rephrase it. Send it to me again. You adjust yourself always. All right. Okay. So you're asking, how am I always myself? That's an interesting question. And here's a perspective I'll give you. What is self? Okay. So without being too philosophical, I am a chameleon depending on my surroundings. That's how I like to look at myself. If I'm with my friends who I'm close with, we joke around. I'm not 100% serious all the time. There are certain situations where you need to be a certain person. And it's not you faking it. It's just part of your character. So something like interviews, I need to be professional. I like listening to people, so that's obviously very helpful. And I like listening to their stories. I like them expanding more. I like them going more into depth during certain thought processes. So I'd say it fits my character. So professionalism during interviews. Then if I'm around higher level people, there's a certain way I am there as well, because I'm not just going to be the same way as I am with my friends. Because yeah, there's just a different dynamic there. So depending on the social dynamic, maybe you can look at it as a social ladder. There's different people on different social ladders, and you just need to adjust accordingly. And as I was saying, I don't see that as you faking. You're still being yourself, but there's a multitude of ways you can be yourself. I hope that makes sense. Let me know if you wanted me to explain anything else. Let's go. Yes, we cut and brought the gang here. Thank you, Pope. Empress Fire, Mr. Bombastic in the house. Pope Gang, do you like Big Booty Latinas by Ivak the Bean? Sure, Big Booty Latinas are pretty nice. Now, Mr. Pope, Raucous, is something magic happening behind the scenes? Can you tell us? Mr. Pope, I cannot reveal. I know you know. I know you're trying to fish for something for others, but no. When it comes to it, it should be revealed soon. But there is something behind the scenes, something everyone could look out for, but not something I have permission to reveal. Good questions, Ivak. Al Hashidi, we came from the MA. I appreciate the reward. Awesome. Popecoin to the moon. Yes, Popecoin to the moon. Everyone invest. Go, 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 go. Let's pump it up. Okay, Popecoin to the moon as well. What do you think is the best advice for beginning copywriters who can't land their first client? Is there something special that people are missing that separates them from people who already make money and hit you? Okay, so Moray 101 is asking the question. First thing is, expect to potentially reach out to hundreds of people, hundreds of clients when doing initial cold DMs. Constantly, I'm hearing from success stories. It took hundreds of clients in order to land their first one, hundreds of outreaches. But that doesn't mean you need to be doing the same outreach to every single one. Do maybe 20 to 30. Check your open rate on them. Adjust some things, and then test, does that change the open rate? Did it increase? Did it decrease? It's a constant battle of optimizing. You can't be doing the same thing and expecting a different result. So you need to be optimizing it and putting in the work by searching for who to outreach to, sending those DMs, ideally personalizing them, because the more personalized it is, the more likely they are to open it. And yeah, you're given the guideline, so it's just a matter of putting in the work. Pope Gang, great outreach AMA with Andrew Bass. Awesome. Again, I'll need to look for it. I'll need to look through the recording. I'm sure there's a lot of value dropped there. Id Sessions, can you go more in depth on how you to focus and produce more work? Cut out all distractions. So for some people, especially younger people who grew up with social media, with video games, you really need to cut them out because they're fucking up your brain. Especially if you're just constantly consuming things throughout the day. Let me see if I can phrase this in a proper way. So in your day-to-day, if you're on your phone, reading stuff, watching videos, going through social media, it's constant consumption. Think about how we've evolved. No one else except the past maybe 30 years did we have so much information going into our brains. And it's not something we're built for. We need some time during the day for silence, for our brain to process all the information it's consuming. That's where meditation is good, or just implementing silence in your day. Maybe don't listen to music, and don't have something playing in the background when you're doing something. So that's step one of unfucking your brain. Silence and meditation. Then cutting out video games and any other distractions. I know in Copywriting Campus, they teach deep work. That's huge. Deep work, just to go over briefly, make sure when you sit down to write copy or whatever deep work you want to do, you need no other distractions for a certain amount of period. Let's say you set a 30-minute timer, and for that 30 minutes, all you're focusing on is work. And eventually, you build up that muscle in your mind where you'll be able to focus for 2 hours straight without your mind wandering without any distractions. Some people can even do it longer. But yeah, ideally, you end up segmenting it and building it up. And that's how you'll be able to go more as in spend be more focused on your work and produce more work. Let me know if you want more on that, or in its sessions let me know if you want more or if that made sense. Dub Rockers, thank you, the real Arco. Pope is a G, self-check, indeed he is. Pope, hot, yep. Are you from Lithuania? User 7518, I am indeed from Lithuania. 4 people here from Lithuania minimum. Yep, good to see all my Lithuanian brothers. And DJ Ronnie, yep, Riz the same mind, yep, but in Thailand now. How old are you? I am 23. And definitely proud of myself with how far I'm coming at my age. That's good, I think. When I first came to Spain, I was too busy with work, so I didn't spend any time on gratitude. And it didn't mean that much to me. I had a beautiful view out of my place there's a mountain, a seaside, everything. It's something I would have dreamed of a year ago. But since I was too absorbed in work, yeah, I didn't give myself much time to actually appreciate what I'd done. So now I'm giving myself, spending a bit more time during the day as well, just showing gratitude for everything, thinking about, wow, I've actually come quite far. But yeah, there's a quick ramble there. Perfect. I'm here on Rumble. Hello, Sai. 27, you. 15. Damn. So yeah, maybe another 15-year-old success story. I look forward to hearing that. 80. How can we beat the feelings of seeing someone much younger than us making much more money, being much more successful? It can sometimes produce poisonous thoughts like I'm not on the right path. So that's, I think, just a mindset shift. For me, when I see something like that, it shows me it's possible. If someone younger than me is doing it, then I know I can do it as well. And it also means you can use it as motivation, because everyone in this community, everyone who wins, shows you what is possible for you to do. And it's good to celebrate other people's wins as well. Be happy for them when they win. And having that positive environment, that's what the real world is. That's why there's so many successes around it. Because yeah, everyone's a winner, and it's just a matter of reframing it to a positive. Don't think of it as poisonous thoughts. It's a positive that everyone is winning. You can reach out to them, ask how they done it. Maybe they'll give you advice as well. So yeah, that's great. I envy you. I wish I would have had this when I was 15. That's a fine thought to have, but I mean, you're in this at 27. You're still doing very well for yourself. Stop dating in chat, bro. Nice. What does LFG mean? It means let's fucking go, Jack. I was indoctrinated by school at my 15. By school at 15, yeah, happens to everyone. 80, I am not in the right niche. I should change or try something else. I do something wrong. Depends how long you're spending on it. Spend at least a few months, and then you'll know if you're in the wrong niche or not. Maybe 2 to 3 months. If it's not going well, maybe then you can consider swapping. But don't quit too early, because it is just a matter of putting in the work initially, and then you see the exponential growth after. Now, Kodelma Sangashri, because this is an English stream, and let's fucking go. Looking for girlfriend. Ah, yes, my bad. I was wrong. It's not let's fucking go. As K Natavav said, it's looking for a girlfriend. Now, Seth, being a chameleon is a true skill that is invaluable. Yeah. Let me know if the explanation I provided was good. Maybe you'd phrase it a different way. Tristan, free motivation. I won't be reading Lithuanian comments. Message them in English, please. Aliva, okay. Ignore. Copywriting, nice. Okay. Hello, Rockers. The Pope sent Knowles. Okay, hello. How long has it been since the last interview? Potentially 3 months now, right? So yeah, I'll need to reach out to you. The Pope sent, can you reveal how you get your background to look like that? Okay, so I have backlighting. I have a black wall and 2 blue backlights shining upwards into, it's on the ceiling as well. You can see it reflecting. So yeah, black background, lighting. I think lighting matters as well. I have a professional camera, and the lighting source shining directly at me. And yeah, you can see it just makes a nice kind of halo effect. It's just backlighting in the back. Next question, Kuroko. Hi, Rokas. What's your message to the people who still think the real world is a scam? It's hard. I mean, it's hard to, just like with anything in life, someone who's not willing to change, you can't convince them. It has to come from internally. And it requires critical thought to really see that this isn't a scam. So people who have a negative view on Tay, they come on, maybe they look at a testimonial, they're like, this is a scam, they're paid actors. That's a mindset that I don't know. I think they just need to, it hasn't clicked for them yet. They haven't applied the critical thought to maybe everything the mainstream media is saying, maybe it's not true. Maybe they have different narratives and maybe they don't have your best interest at heart. So not to get sidetracked, you still think the real world is a scam? I don't know. There's not much you can do for them. For me, I mean, I'm just pumping out these testimonials of people succeeding. That's the best I can do. Other than that, the change has to come from internally within. Next question: How long have you ended up working in the real world or knowing the Tate brothers? I've worked with the real world now for about 6 months, and its sessions, that was perfect. Thank you very much. Happy to answer. Dave, hello everyone. Hello Dave. What's up? What's your IG? Okay. I guess it's time. Yeah. Usually, I didn't want to go too public, but so I don't add my Instagram everywhere, nothing. But if you want to follow, it's Rokas_SS. So yeah, feel free to send a request. Moray, are you interested in having a chat over coffee somewhere in Vilnius? I am in Spain. I don't have any plans to go back to Lithuania anytime soon. Let me read the rest of it. I'm really interested in hearing your story and getting to know some like-minded people in the local community. So as you can see, there's quite a few Lithuanians here in the chat. So see if you can get in touch with them. Since, as I said, I won't be coming to Lithuania, maybe get in touch with them and see if you can meet up. As for my story, I did an AMA with Pope a week ago, maybe a bit less than a week ago, 4 to 5 days ago, maybe. So check in AMA archives in the content creation campus. I go through some of my story there. So if you're interested, I spoke about it. DJ Ronnie, Lithuanian, what's up, Rokas? Hello, Seth Thompson. Good to see you. Thank you for joining. DT, thank you, Rokas. Happy to do this. I'll be doing these weekly, likely every Friday, similar time. So it's 8 p.m. Spain time. So whatever you can convert on Google, whatever time that will be for you. And are you in charge of Promobox Telegram channel? I am not Volk. Make money and leave. Okay, so yeah, that's caught up with everything in Rumble chat. Any other chats? Hey G, I do AFMA. Anyways, you can start to add the social proof for all interviews. So what do you mean? I've been considering it. Let me know, Morph Victory, what ideas you have for this. I'm open to suggestions in terms of providing more proof for their successes. You're saying social proof for all interviews. So I'm adding screenshots at the moment. It's hard to anything else. I'm thinking of implementing maybe lifestyle clips in my initial Twitter promo, maybe at the start, just to show how their lives have progressed. But again, it's something in the works. I'm not sure if I can or can't implement it. I'll see. And yeah, it seems I've caught up with all questions. So thank you everyone who joined. It's been 1 hour, 10 minutes. Did not feel that way. I hope it was insightful AMA, insightful live stream. Anyone interested, as I said, bring your questions next week. I'll be here Friday, 8 p.m. Spain time. And until then, all the best to all of you.